first have a definition. So we let opt of n be the maximum value. So it's a variable, a recursive function that returns us the maximum value, how much profit it gives us. It doesn't tell you which request we are selecting, it tells you what the profit is that you will gain from the decision that the algorithm will tell you. So of n can be written as it's 0 if n is equal to 0 and it's maximum of v of n plus p of n comma I made a mistake. So, plus of p of n plus of n minus 1. And this case is for whenever n is greater than or equal to 1. So it's a simple thing. So which is if we select v of n, the rest of the calculation will be based on from 1 all the way up till p of n, and if we don't select n, the rest of the calculation will be, can you close this please? So, and if we don't select n, the rest of the calculation will be done from 1 till n minus 1. So we see which option gives us the maximum value, we will choose that option. Okay? So for now we are just selecting the maximum value out of these two. Okay? And the way we are going to ultimately, not probably in this result, choose the request is based on this sub result 1 that J is included in selected request as if V of J plus opt of P of J is greater than or equal to opt of J minus 1. So this will at the later stage. So whenever this part is greater, so the request J will be part of the solution. So that's how we will be selecting it gradually. So for now, let's write a recursive algorithm for opt. Can you please do it? Look at this equation. All you need to do is translate this equation into a recursive algorithm. There is nothing more that you need to do. Take out your paper and pen. So you will use that equation to write your recursive algorithm, and the recursive algorithm will be opt of n if
The equation equal to if you compute
and equal to 0, then return 0.
मतलब इतना तो बता सकते हैं ना आप लोग,
Return 0.
बाकी कोई रिक्वेस्ट नहीं है तो the total value will be return 0,
Else
else
max
we return
v
the maximum of v of n plus of e n comma of n minus 1, और बस यहाँ पर ये खत्म हो गया. So that's all.
अगर रिक्वेस्ट n इक्वल टू 1 हो
तो else वाला चलेगा.
नहीं तो मतलब अल्फा तो चेक हो तो पता है, फिर वो एक ही रिक्वेस्ट होगी ना, फिर तो मैक्स वही होगी, पर वो बेस केस में हम नहीं लगा सकते.
लगा सकते हैं, बुक में बेस केस उन्होंने 0 लिया हुआ है तो वो और उसका इफेक्ट अगर आप घर जाकर थोड़ा ट्राई करेंगे तो वो उसका इफेक्ट वही होगा कि एक केस में वो 0 बन जाता है n-1 और दूसरे केस में भी सिर्फ मेरे पास v of 1 आ जाएगा और opt of 0 आ जाएगा मेरे पास.
Equal to v of 1 हो जाएगा.
So the next step is that you guys will draw a recursion tree for this algorithm for this input. So
N is equal to 6.
क्या कर रहे हो तुम? कर क्यों नहीं रहे?
समय उधर मेरा काफी
करो.
वाली है ना, तो हम इसे उठाएंगे रियल से।
एक इससे भी निकलेगा,
इसके ऊपर
एक इससे भी निकलेगा। किस तरह होता है फिर?
So what will be the root node of the recursion tree?
6
Opt of 6. And what will be the two branches?
6 and 1.
3 and 5. Very good. So let's just start with that. Yes, I can see it, and perhaps you guys have taken
6, 3. Max इसका लेंगे वो वाला और ये n minus 1 5 का।
So there are two branches. One branch is that we include the request 6. So this is that we include it. This is that we don't include it. And in this case, it will be opt of P of 3 because the previous non-globe that thing is 3. So we calculated for this thing, and over here we have opt of 5. So these are the two nodes, and then we further do it. So in this case we have include 3. So when 3 is included, so it will become opt of 1, and this will be opt of 2. When 1 is included, this will become opt of 0, and this will be of 0. So the two base cases are reached, and nothing, so 0, 0 will be returned. And in this case, again I think it will be opt of 0 and opt of 0.
Opt of 0 and opt of 1.
Okay. And again in this case, the base case is reached. What happens in this case?
3, 4.
Opt of 3 and opt of 4. Opt of 3 we have already calculated. So let's not waste our time. So this whole chunk will come over here. So this whole chunk will come over here like this. It will get attached to this thing. That should be clear, I think.
Yes, sir.
And then opt of 4 के लिए जो है मेरे पास
0 and 3.
हाँ जी, opt of 0 और opt of 3. तो फिर मेरे पास ये होल जो ट्री है जो यहाँ पर है, इसको मैं कॉपी कर सकता हूँ. So this will get attached over here as well.
ऑफ 3 जो आउट ऑफ 6 के बाद इसके बाद आउट ऑफ 1 निकलेंगे और आउट ऑफ 2 ये 2 तो कोलाइड नहीं कर रहा है इसके साथ 2 नंबर जो
क्या कर रहे हैं हाँ भी कौन समझाएगा इमरानुल्लाह का सवाल का सवाल है कि आउट ऑफ 3 के बाद आउट ऑफ 1 तो ठीक है समझ में आता है तो आउट ऑफ 2 तो कोलाइड कर रहा है तो फिर वो क्यों आ रहा है
आउट ऑफ 3 सेलेक्ट नहीं होगा
क्योंकि 3 सेलेक्ट ही नहीं किया हमने क्योंकि ये जो ब्रांच है ये वाली ब्रांच है कि 3 वाली रिक्वेस्ट मैंने सेलेक्ट नहीं की तो इन दिस ब्रांच वी आर एसेंशियली एक्सप्लोरिंग ऑल पॉसिबिलिटीज and we are taking the maximum and in the end we'll get the absolute maximum thing. So all possible combinations are being checked, evaluated, and the maximum out of all those is being selected. Okay?
The branch with the maximum weight.
Okay, so this is what this recursive algorithm is doing. What is the problem in this recursive algorithm?
Repeating.
Repeated computation है, so this will be an exponential time. Even this thing is pretty much exponential. So in worst case is absolutely exponential, and in most cases, apart from a few rare cases, it's near to exponential. So time is the problem, nothing else is the problem, only time is the problem. So what do you suggest we do to improve this time?
Tabulation.
So we'll spend the rest of the time evaluating, writing down the dynamic algorithm. So we'll use the dynamic programming approach. So, So we were studying this recursive algorithm because in order to create a dynamic algorithm, we first need a recursive algorithm. Then we turn it on its head and run it from bottom to top. Okay? So first developing the recursive algorithm is important. Okay? So in dynamic programming, there are two things. We use an external memory. So use of memory. So in this case, the memory that we'll use will be called an M array. So this is an n+1 size array, starting from 0, 1, all the way up till n. So for any such node, the value, this is not visible, the value कहते हैं कि ये मैं कहता हूँ कि ये इंडेक्स आई है मेरे पास, ठीक है, टिल इंडेक्स तो जहां पर जो वैल्यू मेरे पास आएगी ये this will be the value that will be the maximum value that can be attained by the maximum interval scheduling problem for the request between request 1 till request I, and the 0 1 there is no 0 request. This cell is created to indicate the base case. And the way we will fill it is to fill from 0 1 till n. So 0 is the base case. For that we know the value, and then we will go ahead, and all that we need will be the values from the past that has already been calculated.
तो ये स्टार्ट कहाँ से हो गया इक्वल
लूप कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा?
जी सर
0 से. So it will start from here. Base case, we always know the base case, we can fill it, and for the remaining things, we only need to look back to calculate, do our calculations. So, we are ready. The iterative weighted interval scheduling algorithm is finally here. So it's pretty simple. So first of all, we have sorted R by finishing time. That is important. Without this, don't start this algorithm. See? So we'll fill up the base case immediately. This can be immediately done. Then we have a for loop for I is equal to 1 till n. In each iteration, we will fill the value I, and this will be filled. क्या किस पर बेस करेंगे? हाँ? बिल्कुल फॉर्मूला जो था, लेकिन we will only change the formula so that it now gets the value from the array. ठीक है? So we will just put in the value maximum of P of I plus M of P of I comma M of I minus 1, and the max thing is okay. So this is it. We all obviously need to calculate this thing, but this is also linear time. So you can see that this is algorithm is linear. So 0 n time plus n log n for
sorting.
वो कंप्यूटिंग जो कर रहे हैं हम ये पी ऑफ आई के लिए वो भी तो एनालॉग ऑफ एन में होगी ना बाइनरी में
वो है ना होगी।
नहीं बाइनरी लीनियर कर रहे हैं वो जो कंप्यूटिंग कर रहे हैं पी ऑफ आई वो
Once it is sorted,
यस सर
okay, so how difficult is it to find that if something is overlapping or not? You only need to like check, like go from one end to the other end, look at the finishing time, look at the starting time. Is the starting time
less than
greater than the finishing time, or is it less than the finishing time? Is it, if it's less than the finishing time, it's overlapping. If it's greater than, it's not overlapping. So it just takes order of n time. So I can even write that n time for calculating P array. So I'll share with you some reading material. It has, I'll invite you, ask you that that you apply this algorithm on this example. Okay? To apply this algorithm on this example yourself, you might make some mistakes, but it's okay. It's a small example. It will help you understand it more clearly. Okay? And we will probably look some more into it, or maybe not. I'll see. Perhaps you can study. I think we need to study what requests are actually selected. So let's see how we take the next class. So a small bit is left, but we'll handle that in next class, inshallah. So we'll walk over there.